All right. No, we don't want to turn off. Let's get the hell out of Dodge and do a run today. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. I'll turn the camera on in just a second, or turn the camera around in just a second. All right. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's have a good run. Stream Queen, good morning. Welcome on in. I cannot read chat while I'm driving. I will read chat when I'm stopped at stop lines, stop signs, and stoplights like the one ahead. Welcome, everybody. Morning, Bluto. Nice to have you here, buddy. All right. Happy Memorial Day. John Eagle, welcome. Nice to have you here, bud. John Goody, good morning. I think I said that right. Welcome, everybody. We're doing a Colfax run. We're doing a cop watch specifically today on Memorial Day. Memorial Day is a big day for tickets and all kinds of shenanigans. So that's what we're doing. I have no idea what you just said, Bluto. Yeah, Jonathan Mazzilli, look, check this out. It's a brown one. Have you guys ever seen me wear a brown vest? Never. So I'm wearing a brown vest today. All right, here we go, y'all. This is the start of the run. Beachcomber, welcome. Nice to have you here. $34,000? Wow, John Eagle. Holy cow. Yes, today is a day of reflection, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. In addition to doing this cop watch, guys, make sure... I don't know if you guys know the origin of Memorial Day, but it started after the Civil War when veterans would go visit their fallen comrades and decorate the graves of their friends and family. So it is a somber day for most. It's also a day of reflection and of thanks for people that have given their lives for this country in the military. So if you have military family, make sure, or military friends, make sure you give them a big shout out. Tell them thank you for their service. Whether or not you agree with the endless wars that we're in, which I personally don't agree, what I do agree with is all of our troops and the great job that they are doing. So please reach out to somebody, that that's in the service and say thank you. And if you're visiting one of those graves today, give them a thanks for me too. So let's do that. Let's have a good. You know what? Let's do a moment of silence for all that have been lost in the military across the world, but especially here in the United States. I'm gonna shut up now. We'll take about a minute to reflect, and then I'll be back with you guys on the other side of that moment of silence. Okay, I'm back with you guys. Thank you guys for being here. This is a special Memorial Day Colfax run / cop watch and remembrance of Memorial Day. King Bluto, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Big Chief, buenos dias. Nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, Jonathan Renegade. Yep, new vest. Also, I've got another new one coming too that's a little bit different. I'm gonna start varying it up a little bit, you know. Start wearing different vests other than the black one that I got. I got a distressed brown one on today, which I'm debuting today. You'll see more of it. I got to break it in. It's a little a little stiff, so to speak. But you know, that's all the vests that I get. The leather vests. They tend to, you know, they tend to be a little, I don't know, uncomfortable at first, but then they grow. I grow into them, and then they're better. So we're good. I like this vest a lot. The only thing different from my other vest is the fact that it is the pockets aren't as deep. You know, stuff like that. Who do we got in here? Chichikana, what's up? Nice to have you in here. If I missed anybody, I do apologize. What else we got? I think I got everybody. If I missed anybody, I do apologize. Hit that like button if you haven't already. That does help get more people into the chat. I know Natalie's live right now, but I'm kind of in a. I didn't want to go live at the same time as her because I know everybody's there. But you know, I had to get this live in. So I think we're gonna do a full Colfax run. I'm gonna go all the way to Lakewood today, just because I feel since it's Memorial Day, there's going to be probably quite a bit of action. Although it seems very quiet in Aurora today. We're in Aurora, Colorado right now. If you guys are following along on the map, I'm approximately Colfax and just east of, I think I just passed Havana, so I'm headed east to west. Ahead is the mountains, the Rocky Mountain range. You guys can kind of see it in the video there. It's way in the distance, but it's there. Yeah, we're doing a Memorial Day run today. Like I said, it's very important to remember what this day is really about. So, like I said, if you have military family or in your family, my grandfather was a World War II veteran. My uncle was a tank runner in the Marines. So my family has a lot of people involved. Obviously, my grandfather's long passed, but you know, just a good day to remember good people. You know, that's all. And also, if you have a fallen loved one or something of that nature, it's nice to remember those folks as well. So. If you're getting out to those grave sites today, you know, I'm sure there's plenty of tears to be shed today, but plenty of great memories. And let's focus on the positive and think about the good times. You know, today is not a time to think about bad times. Today is a time to think of all the good people that we lost, all the good that they've done, etc., etc. But I'm blabbing here. I like to blab a little bit. You guys know that. But we're doing a Colfax run, and we're right in the middle of, almost into Denver. And Denver changes a little bit, all the way to downtown Denver. We might have action. There was nothing going on in Aurora today, which is highly unusual. But maybe people are really chill because it's Memorial Day today, and they're just either that or they're hungover and still haven't woken up. So there's that. We're just into Denver now. So Colfax spans probably four cities. Denver, Aurora, Denver, and Lakewood, and Golden as well. So, and Wheat Ridge. So it Colfax goes a long ways, guys. It's the longest commercial street in the United States. It stretches about 22 miles. Don't quote me on that, but it's a long ass street, and I like going down this street because if you're gonna find cops that pull somebody over, it's gonna be down Colfax Avenue. There are other streets. There's Broadway, there's Alameda, there's Colorado Boulevard, a bunch of other streets where there might be some cop action, but this is usually the hot spot. Okay, we're stopped. Bernie, welcome. Nice to have you in here. Unindoctrinated. Nice to have you. Davin. Mick T, what's up? If I missed anybody. I know. Gee, you're funny. All right. I think I'm caught up in chat. If I missed your comment, obviously I'm driving. I can't read chat while I'm driving. Hopefully the whoa. Kind of turned sideways there for a second. Hopefully the video's not too shaky. I got to work on making the phone holder a little bit more stable for you all. I realize it's a little shaky, but I worked on it a little bit this morning and it's a lot better than what it was. So, you know, it is what it is. LA Foos, welcome. Oh, Kip LA. What's up, Kip? Nice to have you in chat, buddy. Yeah, I don't have any change. I don't have any money, man. If I had money, it would leave my pocket, I guarantee, because that's how I am. Nice to have you in here, Kip. And Mick and everybody else. I know, Davin. Okay, Davin, speaking of Davin Prospector, if anybody is looking for a wonderful dog, Davin is rehoming a dog for a nominal fee, a bull terrier. The cutest bull terrier I think I've ever seen. I wish I could take him, but just the timing is so off, Davin. I just can't right now. As badly as I want one, a dog, and as badly as Bernie wants specifically a bull terrier, it would have been perfect, but just the timing is not right now, Davin. I wish I could. I for circumstances that are out of my control, I cannot. But if you want to own a dog that is fantastic, I think it's about 1.5 years, Davin, 1.5 years old, so still almost a pup. Get a hold of me and I'll pass the word along to Davin. It's especially if you're in the Denver area and you want a really cool dog, good with kids, Davin said. So if you have kids, great dog. If you have kids, get a hold of me, mexicanlonghair@gmail.com, and I'll pass the word along for you, Davin. I promise you I would try to help you out, man. It would have been a perfect opportunity for us, Davin, but just the timing is just, man, it couldn't have been at a worse time for us, man. But thank you, Davin. I really appreciate you thinking of me and stuff. Speaking of Davin, next month I'll be doing a members only stream with Davin Prospector. We gotta work out those details, Davin. Getting over to that federal gold mine. But it should be a lot of fun. Davin gave me my first ever gold panning gold pan, and we're gonna do that for a members only stream. But don't worry if you're not a member. I will have that stream available to all of you as well eventually, but the live stream is gonna be just for members. So I will post a pic. I have a pic. I will post a pic, unindoctrinated. It's a black bull terrier. Fantastic looking dog. Just the cute as a button. I'll post a pic. I'll do a post a little bit later for you, Davin. And, hopefully we can get somebody to take that dog off your hands. That'd be really, really cool. All right. We are right smack in the middle of Denver. We're almost to downtown Denver. I haven't seen one iota of cop action, which is highly unusual for Memorial Day. I don't know what it is about Memorial Day, but usually there's a lot of action. I think it's because they're looking for, people that are hungover, or I don't know, whatever the case is, but we will look. I promise you, we will look, and you know, hopefully everybody's safe today. I hope everybody's having a good Memorial Day today. What do you guys plan on doing for Memorial Day? You doing the traditional grilling thing here in the United States? I don't know if other countries have a similar day, like a Memorial Day here in the United States. If you're from a different country, I think Beachcomber's from the UK, McT, what do you guys celebrate? A Memorial Day type day, or have some sort of day of remembrance for fallen, fallen war heroes, or anything like that? I am genuinely curious, so let me know in chat. But for those in the United States, do you plan on having a barbecue or get together, anything of that nature? You plan on visiting a grave of a fallen family member or fallen war veteran, or things of that nature? I am genuinely curious. I do like to see your thoughts and stuff in the comments. And if you're watching on the replay crew, let me know in the comments what you usually do for Memorial Day, or if you live in a different country, if there's something similar to what we celebrate here in the United States. Let me know. It's always nice. I like to learn new stuff, and I think we might have something up ahead, y'all. I think I see some cherries and berries. Possibly. Could be construction, but we'll get over there and we'll check it out. I think it's just a construction vehicle, but we're going to go check it out nonetheless. It's right up ahead on the left. Yeah, I think it might be a tow truck or some type of construction. We'll see. All right, we're on. If you're keeping track at home, tracking where I'm going, I'm at Colorado and Colfax, heading from east to west on Colfax. All right, here we go. A little bit of a fun fact for you. That street that was one of the most dangerous streets in all of Colorado. There are more accidents on Colorado Boulevard than any other street in Colorado. So if you're visiting and you're trying to make your odds a little bit better of not having an accident here, try to avoid Colorado Boulevard. It's always busy, always lots of cars. It's a mess. It sucks. So try to stay away from Colorado Boulevard if you can. All right, that was just some type of water vehicle. I think it might have been a city vehicle. So nothing going there. I am looking up and down the side streets as well. Sometimes there's a little bit of action on the side streets. They don't, a lot of times when, if you ever get pulled over by a cop, pull over on the major street. Don't or a business on that major street. Don't pull over to one of the side streets, because that's where a lot of shenanigans can occur, because less eyes are watching on the side streets than they are the major street. So you want to make sure, if you're getting pulled over, to do it on the major street, or a business on the major street. Just to make sure that you're not, shafted on the smaller streets where there's no eyes. So that's a little bit of advice for you. It always helps to be where you have eyes on you instead of no eyes. So there you go. Hellraiser, welcome. Nice to have you in here. Later, Jonathan. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you. We are slowly making our way through the Colfax run for today. We are almost in on the south side of downtown Denver. The sky looks beautiful today. It does, Chi. It's going to be a hot one today. It's already 68 degrees. It's only 10. It's going to be about 80, 85 today. I can tell in the air. It's going to feel like 90, 95 today because we are a mile above sea level here. So the sun is a little bit closer to us. So it always feels at least 5 degrees hotter. I don't know. It's a weird feeling. It's the reason why in the wintertime, winters are actually really nice here. As long as the sun is out, you don't get chilled to the bone like you would like maybe on the East Coast or something like that, or Midwest. You know, I mean, we get a lot of sun here. We get more average sun per year than even San Diego does. So I know that's hard to believe because everybody thinks that Denver is always in 6 feet of snow, but that's simply not true. We do have cold winters. We can get in the negatives at time, but like I said, as long as the sun is out, it doesn't feel like you're gonna, you're gonna die. So it is what it is. All right. There should be some action in here. If there's going to be any action in Denver, it's right in through here. I am looking. Happy Memorial Day to you, to everybody that just joined. If you just joined, really appreciate you all being here. We are almost into the south side of downtown Denver. The buildings on the right there. If you notice that one weird shaped building on the right, that's commonly referred here to as the cash register building. I used to think it looked like a fingernail when I was a kid, but that's what gives Denver its unique skyline, is that particular building right there. And that, last I heard, the people that own that building are Wells Fargo Bank. Of course, it would be a big bank that owns that building, But yeah, it's on the right here. You might see it, maybe. Janet, welcome. Nice to have you here. Right on, Davin. Okay. Heading on through, the Capitol's on the right there. We'll pass right by that. I did a members only stream right there at the 1 mile marker on the steps of the Capitol. It's a nice place. If you're visiting Denver, it's really pretty right in there. There's a lot of great views that you can get right in through here. I believe that's a Catholic church on the right. Very pretty old school architecture church there. What else? Really good Bourbon Grill that we just passed. Great place to eat some chicken. If you like chicken and you like bourbon chicken, that's the place to get it. All right. What did I miss? Did I miss anything? Yeah, whatever. I would like to do it at Federal, man. I think Federal is, that's a gem of a place, Davin. I couldn't believe it. There's actually gold there, man. I mean, it's not like, you're not going to get an ounce in a pan or anything like that, but you can find gold there. It was the most surprising thing I think I've ever seen, Davin. I was completely shocked. I did not know that you could pull gold out of that Federal location. It's a crazy thing, but we'll do it sometime in June, Davin. So keep that in mind. I'd like to get that members only stream done sooner than later. So maybe the first or second week of June. My son's birthday is on the 1st, so I probably can't do it that day. But we'll come up with a day, Davin, and I'll follow your lead. You're the expert when it comes to gold panning, and I do enjoy my time when I'm out there with you, but I can't do a ton, but maybe we'll do about an hour live stream out there and kind of give people a 101 on gold panning. It should be a lot of fun. Okay, so right in through here is the city park, which they put up gates again. Holy crap. They put up fencing again. I'm gonna have to bitch about that some more, guys. Sorry, but you know, Mayor of Denver, Mike Johnson, get prepared for my wrath, man, because that's ridiculous to have fencing up around a park that we own. It's ridiculous. All right, on the left is the city and county building. There's a jail over there. The police station, the main headquarters, is to the left on Delaware coming up. The Mint is on the left there. One of only 3 or 4 mints. I know there used to be one in New Orleans. There's one in Philadelphia. I don't know if the one in New Orleans is still pumping out bills. There's one in San Francisco, I believe. And then there's one here in Denver, which we just passed. And Fort Knox, I believe, has one as well. I believe, don't quote me on that, but there's a military one. And I can't remember exactly where that one is. And there's one more mint that I'm missing too. But there's very few of them in the United States. But there you go. Northwoods, welcome. I know you got a lot of equipment that I don't, Davin. You're the absolute expert when it comes to that sort of thing. But I just want to take the peeps through a chill stream, maybe a gold panning 101 with a regular gold pan, you know, just and some of the ins and outs of that. I know, like Klesh Guitars. By the way, Klesh subbed to me, Davin. I was really surprised. You know, he's a big time gold panner here in the Denver area, but I heard Klesh is really cool dude. So Klesh, if you're watching or listening, shout out to you. I love your work and I love your channel. I like a lot of the gold panning channels. They're pretty relaxing. Dan Hurd's a big one. Bogus Prospecting in Australia is another one. I like that one too. You know, stuff like that. So we're continuing along here. We're gonna be past. Hopefully you guys are back. There was a little bit of buffering there. We're gonna be going on into Lakewood, which Lakewood is interesting. I got a lot of criticism. A lot of my homeless runs, I were in Lakewood, was told that why would I go there when there's a lot of people in Denver and, you know, that need my help and stuff. And I'm like, you know, I go where people need me, and Lakewood is an underserved homeless population. So I decided to go there because those are some of the most downtrodden people that you'll ever find in Colorado. I know there's other areas, but I'm only one person. And, you know, I do like doing the homeless runs there because, you know, maybe I'm the difference maker. Maybe I'm the guy that gives them another chance, a little bit of hope that things can get better, you know. So that's why I go there. Yeah, Davin, I will make that shout out when we come closer. I wouldn't mind having a get together, you know, and maybe having a little gold panning 101 class headed up by you, Davin. That would be really cool, man. I do dig it, man. It's so relaxing. It's a lot of hard work, but it is super relaxing to just sit there and gold pan and get your little bits of gold. You know, it's really cool, and I really do enjoy it, Davin. You're a great dude, and I can't wait to get back out there with you, man. It's a lot of fun. So I hope the members, if you haven't joined, and you could be with us live next month, probably the beginning of the month, to enjoy a nice, relaxing, cool, chill stream. You know, no stress, that type of thing. You know, we're still in Denver. There's a small stretch of Denver coming up here. This is my old hood up here. I lived probably a few miles south of here, but you know, I know all of this area. It's like the back of my hand. It's grown and changed a lot, you know. So we are continuing on, and that radar right there is completely off. I was doing 30. It said I was doing 35, and that's completely wrong. Ghost Eagle, welcome. Finding gold in Colorado, cool. Yes, Ghost Eagle, we're still in Denver. We're gonna head on over to Lakewood. I didn't find anything today. I'm doing a cop watch today, specifically on Memorial Day. Hope you guys are all having a great Memorial Day. I know it's a day of reflection and somberness, but I want you guys to flip it on its head and think of good memories of the people that you have lost, and you know, have a good smile today. You know, let's not make it a completely sad day. Today is a day of reflection. I understand that. But I hope everybody has a really good Memorial Day with friends and family. If you're abroad, I just hope you have a good day. You know, if you don't celebrate Memorial Day, I hope you have a good day in general. And I want to thank you guys all for being here. It's an honor to have even one person in my chat. So it is completely awesome that you guys are here, enjoying a nice leisurely drive with me. And you know, I just hope you have a great day today. Take a quick sip here. All right. We're almost into Lakewood. We're still in Denver. Denver's the longest stretch of this run. This was my old hood. The 7-Eleven up on the left here is where I used to kick ass in Street Fighter 2. I mean, you know what? It's funny. Video games nowadays are strange because there's not a lot of arcade games being produced. Everything's, you know, home console and all that. And I'm a big time gamer and all that. But back in the day, we had to play at the arcades, at 7-Elevens, you know, stuff like that. Put your quarters up there, and you had to learn to be pretty good to last, you know, on Street Fighter. And I could go all day probably on less than $1, you know, 75 cents. You know, I'd lose every now and again, but you know, that was a different time. Now games are a lot different, but still cool nonetheless. All right. Yeah, I used to play at that 7-Eleven Street Fighter 2 all day long sometimes, and I just wait for people to come and challenge and send them on their way. Very unhappy. Those days are long gone now. I know Dave and Buster's is still an arcade, but we don't have very many arcades left anymore. It's a lost art. It's a lost thing in general, you know. Pig and Whistle, I don't go to dispensaries. I grow my own, but that Pig and Whistle is outstanding for weed. It's one of the best places to indulge. All right, Sheridan is coming up. Once we pass Sheridan, that will be the marker between Denver and Lakewood, and this is where I was telling you guys where I like to do my homeless runs, is right in here. And it doesn't look like there's a lot of people out and about today, but there are a few. I don't have anything on me. Usually I carry water, but I've been dry on money lately, so it's just one of those things. All right, we are passing through here. This is Lakewood, and there's usually a cop or two doing something, but we will check. A lot of times I'll catch cops in the Casa Bonita parking lot. We'll be passing that real soon. Up and down these side streets too. I don't like people, you know, like when people get pulled over, they go to the side streets. Just park on the main street, or park at a business on the main street. It's a lot safer for you guys and gals out there. Hopefully you don't get pulled over, but if you do, just stay on the main road. Jen, wow. Welcome, Jen. Nice to have you here. Tim Perrigan, welcome. Nice to see you. What else? Ex Game Room Gamer, Pinball Wizard. I used to love pinball too, Tim. I suck at pinball. There's a lot of great home console pinball games that now that are really cool. They don't have the same feel. You're not going to get that same feeling that you did in the arcade, like Star Wars and stuff like that. But it's a lot of fun nonetheless. There's a lot of great pinball games on the PlayStation. Little bit of a buffering there. Sorry, guys. I don't know. Colfax has some weird buffering places. I did a video with this hotel on the right here. The manager there is a scumbag. I have no problem saying that. He's just a real gem of a human being. I was watching the cops. They were doing something in that little shitty hotel there, and he didn't like it, and he got all mad, and I didn't care. All right, we're almost at the end of the run here, guys. Let me pull in here. We'll talk for a little bit. A extended weekend. We didn't find anything today, which is unusual for Memorial Day, but you know what? I prefer it that way. It's always preferred. I don't like seeing people in distress, hurting, or being hurt, or anything of that nature. So it is good that we didn't run into anything today. Okay, let's pull over. It's all good, Carrie Ann. We're just having a conversation here. Welcome, everybody. I'm debuting my new vest today. It's a brown one. I've never had a brown vest. It's kind of a distressed brown vest. It's kind of cool. I've got another vest coming that's really, really cool. But how's everybody doing today on Memorial Day? You're not late. You're never late, Carrie Ann. Thank you for being here. Who am I missing? Mama Opal, welcome. Nice to have you here. Haven't met the pinball machine. I couldn't dominate back in the day anyway. Tim, it's funny about video games, right? I was bragging about my video game prowess when I was younger. Nothing could be further from the truth nowadays, Tim. Like if I I love video games. I have a show that I've done for 17 years about video games mostly. If you reflect on those times when you were a kid, you had to, some of those games were extremely difficult. Like I can remember a game called Ghosts and Goblins, which is notoriously one of the hardest video games of all time. And I remember being a kid and just absolutely dominating that game. Like I'd put up probably 50 cents. I could beat that whole game twice in a row, and but nowadays, like I played the console version of that game, and I was like, how the hell did I even beat this game in the first place? It's crazy. It's crazy to think about. Hard as hell to transfer from arcade to PlayStation. I know, it's crazy. Susan Everett, good morning. Crocheting. I have not made that Amazon list yet, Susan, because the way I view it is I'm not in need of anything. I have everything that I could ever want. You guys have provided me with everything I need for protesting. I don't spend much gas, but I do, obviously I do have a car, so there is maintenance and upkeep and gas and all that. So I just, when I think of an Amazon, what would I ask for, Susan? I don't know. It's amazing to me that you guys want to support me in that way, but I don't even know what to put on that list. I'm at a loss. I think you guys are all amazing, and I'm doing okay. I live very humbly. I don't overspend. Stuff like that. Oh, knee pads. Okay. All right. That'll be something I'll put on there, Susan, for sure. Knee pads. That I could use that for sure, because when I chalk and stuff at the Scientology building, knee pads could be a good thing. I could see where that would be something. But I bought this huge pack of chalk. I mean, I just don't know what else to put on that list. I'm extremely humbled by that, Susan, that you would even think to want to provide in that manner. But I will get, if Jen's still in chat, Jen, I will get with you. I mean, you seem to be the expert at putting Amazon wish list together, but I don't even know how that works. So bottled water for sure. Bread and sandwich meat, yes, for sure. Fab Daddy. Slim Jims, yes, that would be good. Vest, I'll take all the vests you guys wanna give to me. I did see a really cool vest. That's gonna take a little savings. I tapped out of money with my splurging on vest this time, Tim, this month. But vests would be really cool. If you guys want to send vests, that would be great. But that's getting a little too expensive. Like I just spent $100 on a vest. But I think when you guys see it, you'll be like, okay, that's really cool. But I saw another one that's even more expensive, but there's a specific reason that I want to get that one. So next month I might, if I have any extra funds next month, like through memberships or donations or whatever, then I might splurge on that vest, because that vest that I have my eye on, um, it's funny in one way, but it's super cool in another way. And you guys will know when you see it, is all I'm gonna say, if I get it. But that vest needs some badass patch. I agree, Dabin. It does need patches, and I will get some patches. Trust me. I've been thinking about that for a long time, but I also need. I know a tailor, but he does not have um, a vest sewing machine, so I have to get a leather sewing machine is what I mean. So I eventually will get a leather sewing machine so that I can put on some patches, because I agree with you, Davin. It does need patches, and I will put some patches on. It'll be cool. Uh, Magnus, welcome. I know, Susan. I know. People will provide. I know. You guys. It's so funny. I just. This is a day of reflection, Memorial Day, so I'm going to reflect a little with you. We'll spend a few more minutes with each other right now, because I think it's kind of important on Memorial Day to think about people that you've lost. Like I mentioned, my grandfather I lost a long time ago, and there isn't a day that goes by that I don't think of my grandfather and my grandmother, my other grandfather that I lost. I never met one of my grandmothers because she died before I was born. But I do miss them tremendously. And every time, it's funny. I'm with Bernie, and Bernie reminds me so much of my grandmother. She, just the way that she laughs all the time, and it just has so much love for everybody. And that was my grandmother. My grandmother was just an amazing human being, and so was my grandfather. My grandfather met my grandmother during World War II. He went back for her after the war was over. She was from Belgium. Uh, and my grandfather was an amazing human being as well. He fought in World War II, helped in the liberation of a lot of the concentration camps. Um, just an amazing human being in his own right, and very stoic. Didn't say much, but when he did speak, it held gravitas. It held meaning and stuff like that. So it is a good day of reflection to think about the people that you've lost, and there isn't a Memorial Day that doesn't go by, or even a day that goes by that I don't think about my grandparents and the impact that they had on my life, and the influence. And I just shout out to my grandparents. They were great human beings, and I love and miss them very much. So um, you know there's no gravesite I can visit for my grandparents, because they don't. This is how selfless my grandparents were. They donated their bodies to science, which lessened the financial burden on my parents and all the kids. My aunts and uncles. But they also wanted to help society, even in death. And I think that's such an admirable and beautiful thing to think about. And you know wherever they are, they're stardust now, and um, you know, I'm extremely grateful to have spent the time with them that I did. So I hope you guys feel the same way about the people that you've lost, and you know, can reflect on that on such a day. You know, did I miss something here? My mother's brother was killed in action in Okinawa. Yeah, no, you know, it's one of those things. Lost my paternal to Hitler. Yeah, Susan. Yeah. Good morning, Matthew. Nice to have you here, buddy. Uh, yeah, it is a natural day of reflection. I hope everybody stays safe and has a great Memorial Day today. Um, we have lots to be thankful for. You know, I know times are tough for everybody, but I am thankful for a lot of things. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for this platform to be able to even reflect and think about all the accomplishments that I've made on this channel. And you know what? We're still growing. We're almost up to 7,000 subs, peeps, and I think it's absolutely amazing. I can't think of. I could have never have imagined in a million years, you know, that I would have such an impact on people and do things that do things the right way. You know, protesting, cop watching, a lot of civil rights activism, homeless outreach, videos in general. I think that's what sets this channel apart. Is, you know, I do so many different things. You know, and we're going to continue to do that. We're going to continue to push forward. I'm looking to, I mean, there is no ceiling for this channel. Let's just put it that way. It's going to slowly continue to grow. And I'm happy that you are all here on this journey. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Yep, Kip LA. I know it's you, buddy. Okay. So that being said, like I said, I really want to thank each and every one of you guys and gals out there that are, you know, just really propping me up and just lifting me up. It doesn't take a donation to do that, although those are always appreciated. You know, it's simply being here in this chat and listening to what I have to say, either agreeing or disagreeing. You know, I mean, because a lot of people don't agree with what I do, and that's okay too. We can have disagreements. We are human beings, you know. But this channel is all about love for people, love for the community, the people that I serve, you guys and gals, the people of Denver, the people of the Denver metro area, Aurora, Lakewood, you know, Commerce City, all of them. You know, I'm all over here. So it's a good day to think about that and continue with great vigor to continue to do what I do. So, would love to see a conversation with DOA and William Good. I would more than happy do that, Tim. I respect what they do. DOA is a little different. But he's very effective at what he does. I have been compared to Streets on occasion, and I can see the comparison. There is no comparison to Streets though. Streets is at the apex of what he does, and I completely respect what he does because he's an amazing human being. He has suffered a great loss, and you know, I think of all people today, William Good would be one of the guys that I think about on a day like today. And I immensely respect Streets. Same with DOA. I think those guys are amazing, and I would love to do a collab with those guys for sure, Tim. So, you know, get on them. You know, let them know that you want to see us on a panel or whatever. You know, talking about whatever, because I think it would be it would be good to talk to those guys. I always like doing collaborations with people, and we're gonna do one of those collaborations in June with Dabin Prospector, who might still be in chat. Um, I have no problem with that. I like collabing with other people. What else we got here? Positivity wins the race, so you're already ahead. Andrew B, thank you, appreciate that. Um, I will reach out to them, Tim, but it's always public pressure that the squeaky wheel gets the grease. I'm not a clout chaser, so I'm not gonna just out and out, but I might reach out to them and say, hey, would love to do an interview with you or a panel or something of that nature. Another thing I'm known for is my investigative skills and my interviewing skills. So I would like to talk to Streets about a lot of the stuff that's going on in LA. LA is wild right now, y'all. I mean, it's crazy. People have asked me, why don't you go out to LA? And it's the simple answer. Logistically, it's not that easy. I've got stuff to do here. I have things that I'm working on, and it's always one of those balancing acts. Money's always a consideration. I live very frugally. I don't spend a lot of money. I just told you guys I spent money on vests, which I never do. So it's hard for me to go outside of the Denver metro area, but I will try to get out there at some point. But we'll see. We'll see. Scientology called the cops on me twice last night when I was sleeping. Freaking pricks. Yeah, fuck them, Matthew. Watching the streams of LA reminds me I am not a city boy. Why I'm not a city boy. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Carrie Ann. I'm not the GOAT yet. I'm striving for it. I like DOA quite a bit. I think he gets a bad rap with the LAPD. I think they're in it just simply to cause him harm and ill will, and protesting is protesting. It's a First Amendment protected activity. I'm an ardent defender of the First Amendment, and I really wished DOA the best. He's definitely in it to make a living, and there's nothing wrong with that. I highly encourage it. Um, and he's definitely not a poser. There are those people that chase clout, and they're in it for the money. I mean, we're all in it for the money, so to speak. But you could tell the pretenders from the real ones, and DOA is a real one for sure. So props to him, and he deserves everything that he's getting out there, and he's a truth seeker like I am, and he called me a legend one day, and it took me by surprise. But he really is a legend, and so is Streets, and I have mad respect for him out there. There's a lot of stuff in LA going on that I don't agree with. There's I don't want to rile anyone's feathers, but there's some things in LA that I do not like, but none of it involves DOA, and none of it involves Streets for sure. So those guys are doing great work out there, and yeah, I wish them all the best for sure. All right, a legend would know another legend, bro. I don't consider myself a legend, Tim, but I will say I've done legendary things on this channel. And from the other community, the 1A community, Tim, a lot of people consider 1A auditors legendary if they get case law, or if they fight the system in a manner that gets them arrested. That's not me. I've never been arrested. I'm not saying it'll never happen, because I've been close on occasion to getting arrested, not because I did anything illegal, but because of overzealous policing. But I always put myself in a position to not get arrested, and not, you know, uh, not rile. I'm doing the protest the way that I protest, either if it's on the 1A side or the Scientology side. I never want to be in a position where I do something illegal to get arrested. I always put myself in the best possible situations, to not get arrested. Um, I've been pushed around by cops. I've been thrown to the ground by a cop, which you guys saw. But I always keep my head up high and persevere, and that's what it takes to be a good protester and a good First Amendment auditor and a good cop watcher, and a good seeker of justice, and rooter of corruption. I wear many hats on this channel. I make no bones about it. I am a jack of all trades, master of none. I will never claim to be the best this and that and the other. Maybe behind the scenes I will, but I don't claim to be the best at anything. But what I do claim is that I know how to do a lot of things very, very, very well. Every way to protest is valid. I think not getting arrested is preferable too. You don't have to get arrested. I've had security guards retrained. Exactly, Noel. You don't have to consider yourself a legend, MLH. We can consider you a legend on our own, dear. Thank you, Carrie Ann. I appreciate it. Um, no, but it's important to talk about those things so that way I can always keep myself level-headed and grounded. Because if I start getting a big head, then things change on the channel, and I don't want things to ever change on the channel. I don't want anybody to think that I got too big of a head, or I'm unreachable because I've reached a certain milestone in subscribers, or anything of that nature. I mean, my goal always, I mean, now my goal originally on this channel was 50 subs, 50. And we've blasted that down many times over. And now I'm thinking, you know what? I'm thinking I want that plaque, guys. I want that 100,000 plaque. We're going to get there. May take a long time to do it, but we will get there. And we will do it strongly. And I'm taking every one of you guys with me. So if you have friends or family that you want to, I mean, because the only way that this channel is going to grow is by word of mouth. I don't do the sensationalistic things like edit my videos to make myself look better and other people look worse. I've seen those channels, and that's not me. But what you will get with this channel is honesty, straightforwardness, doggedness at times. And you will find that I am fiercely loyal to my friends. And I will defend the people of Denver as much as I can, the Denver metro area, Aurora. I will defend them to the bitter end, no matter what. So, gimmickless. Always abnormally sized. There you go. Don't get used to me calling. Oh, I'm not. Trust me, Tim. If your head gets too big, your hat won't fit. That's exactly right. I mean, I couldn't wear hats like I'm wearing today if my head was too big, right? Caroline, welcome. The arrest route is strategy and is not for everyone. It can be, but it's not mostly. Caroline, it's not mostly. Mostly it's circumstance. People very rarely plan on getting arrested. All right. And I think that's the wrong way of going about it. If you're going out there thinking you're going to get arrested, you're doing it the wrong way. Does it take arrest sometimes to make a point? I understand that. I agree. But if you're going simply to go out and get arrested, whether illegal or legally, I believe that's the wrong approach. But like I said, everybody has their own approach to things, and different ways of doing things. So I completely understand that point of view. It's just not for me, and I don't think that's the right way of doing things. Period. I don't think you should ever look to get arrested, is what I'm saying. DOA can probably give a very detailed story about getting arrested. Absolutely. And by the way, FLAPD, Magnus. I agree. Okay. So I don't think I have anything else on the agenda today, guys. I just want to for you guys to take a moment to reflect on this Memorial Day, whatever that may entail, whether it's just about yourself and your own life, whether it's about family members that you've lost, whether it's about veterans that you've lost. And if you're not in the United States, maybe it's just another day. Hopefully, it's a beautiful day. Hopefully, you guys, have a really good day today. Maybe, you do some grilling or some have a get together or whatever. But I just want you guys to have a really, really solid, great day. Positive vibes all the way around. Don't do anything dumb today. Don't get drunk and drive. Don't drink and drive. Those are simple things that we can do to avoid a lot of tragedy and a lot of nonsense. Um, if you are able to, please, give a homeless person a bottle of water. Even a bottle of water can make a huge difference in someone's life. You have no idea. Water is hard to come by sometimes for homeless people. So that little small act can make the world of difference to somebody. And you may have made that person's day. You may have caused them to think about things and maybe get the help that they need. It's super important to reach out, and if I can inspire just one of you, just one, to do that, then I think I've done my job. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you guys are struggling with your own mental health, Oop Media, welcome. Go Rockies, yeah. Drivers drink for free today, exactly. Rockies game at 2, cool. You try not to get arrested to make, that's right. You get arrested simply for clicks. You try not to get arrested to make a point. 100%, Tim. I'm not saying that I'm never going to be arrested, because you guys see I'm right in cops' faces. I say stuff sometimes that seems petty and childish, and I use colorful language sometimes, but which reminds me of a complaint that I put in, that the cop made it seem like I was the bad guy and the cop was the good guy. Now, this was Officer Wong, who doxed my good friend KDOT and is being investigated for it. Well, when we put in the complaint, and I'm going to share all that stuff with you guys too. I still got to disseminate it, but this week is going to be chaotic and wild for me in more ways that I can even dream of right now, but because of some circumstances that happened that I can't speak of right now, but this is work that I'm working on with KDOT, but the supervising officer, which was redacted, decided to put in a whole report about how we were cussing up a storm, and the officers were model citizens and they did nothing wrong, and blah 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 blah, and nothing could be further from the truth. But I will disseminate that information to you. This is why I did that stream about getting a little bit of money for the records request, because there was like $300 worth of records requests that needed to be gathered, and I paid $100 out of my own pocket. Whew, it's becoming expensive, but nonetheless, I'll be bringing that to you guys really soon, probably within a week or maybe a week and a half, depending on how this week goes. If you're a dedicated alcoholic, you will slurp up what you spilled off that dirty floor mat. Yeah, unfortunately. J-Raid. Yeah, let's do a J-Raid. Might as well put in the link, Unindoctrinated. Let's go ahead and do that. Real quickly, though, before you guys go, if you're struggling with your own mental health, please reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. In lieu of that, my email is mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or a counselor, but sometimes listening is all that matters. But if I don't get back to you in a timely fashion, just remember, somebody out there thinks you are their favorite. Hold on to that thought. It could save your life. There's a hotline that you can dial in North America. It's 988. Dial that number if you're having trouble. You get somebody immediately. If you don't want to talk to somebody, then you can text that number, 988 in North America. If you're not in North America, Just type in mental health help in your browser of choice, and there'll be a plethora of options for you to click on and get the help that you need. So make sure you reach out is the main thing. Have a great day, everybody. Hope you guys have a great Memorial Day. I'll see you guys on the next video. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's raid Jay and tell him I sent you. We're doing a Monster Squad MLH raid over on Jay's. Click on that link. I think she put it up there. Let's see. What's that hat about anyways? This one? This one is from the movie They Live. So there you go. All right. Take care. I'll see you guys over on Jay's for a little bit. Take care. Have a great day, everybody. Click on that link. Tell Jay that I sent you. We'll see you guys on the next video.